Alright, what's up ninjas? We are doing the Green Goblin build. I've filmed like 3 videos today, so I'm doing an intro for each one, but we're going to be testing out the different suppressors on the Green Goblin build featuring the Breek-LOK 3QD. This is their new quick detach tri-lug style. They also sent out the muzzle brakes, so we're going to quickly run through these. So the Breek-LOK 3QD, if you haven't seen the video on it, definitely check that out. It'll be in the description, but it's just easy on, easy off tri-lug, and then it has the ratchet. So this is the first shots with 5.56 through this suppressor. Not sure how it's going to perform. Also, the ammo today is sponsored by AnechoX. They sent out 50 rounds of 5.56 for us to test, so we'll try it out. I'm sure it's going to run perfectly fine. But I just got the wood block down there, and then maybe we'll take a couple shots at the steel dingers. But let's see how loud this is, or how quiet it is, actually. Not bad, and it doesn't need to be adjusted, which is nice. So yeah, we'll have to see. I got the earplugs on, so I can't really hear how loud it is, but I'm going to switch to the different suppressor. Actually, I'll go ahead and do a full mag through this, and then we'll switch it up. So this is obviously going to get a lot hotter than the 300 Blackout, so we're going to have to let this cool down for a minute. But yeah, definitely pretty cool. Little open, no gas on that too, by the way, because it's vented very well, so no gas blowback on me really. And then we also have the Sledgehammer charging handle, which helps a lot with that, and then the Superlative Arms adjustable gas block, which also helps with gas mitigation. So this is basically like running a piston gun, but it's DI, so pretty sweet. Next up, we're going to try out the Jaguar Silencers CAM762. It's also a flow-through, but the ports are a lot smaller, so we'll have to see if it's quieter but has more gas, or if it vents just fine. I also wanted to give a big thanks to Condition 1. They sent out this case. I have one of their case 801s, that's the 5-slot pistol case, and I asked them if I could get one with just the pluckable foam. I made myself a nice little suppressor case here. And then we have little organizers up here for all the tools and everything else. And this is also double layered, so I could pull off this top layer and have an additional layer to fit like 7 more in there. So really cool Condition 1 cases here. Definitely check them out. Link will be in the description for these. Alright guys, we have the Jaguar Silencers CAM762H, the hub edition, the hub mounted. But we're going to try this out. First ever shots with the 5.56 through this. This does have the ported end there. So it is a flow through, and these are the 3D printed cans. If you haven't seen my full video, actually I didn't do a full video, but I did do an interview with Jake over at Jaguar Silencers at SHOT Show. So that will be in the description if you guys want to check this out. Also, big thank you again to AnechoX for sending out the ammo. We got 50 rounds to test out, and that's what we're using for this suppressor test. So, camera battery's on 19%. I got to make this quick. Again, no gas to the face, which is awesome. Yeah, the flow through on this is really nice. It's obviously going to be hot. Yeah, I have to let this cool down before we can shoot the last one, the Omega 300. Even though we already did an Omega 300 video with this at the mag dumping into trash video, we're still going to do it just for the fun of it. But I love the Breek-LOK system. It's really nice, easy to go on, easy to go off. Even though it is hot right now, I'm going to have to let it cool down. But once it does cool down, it's easy on, easy off. And then the Superlative Arms gas block didn't need to be adjusted at all. I mean, I did have it adjusted to where it will run suppressed and non-suppressed at the same time. So it's running fine. It's obviously daytime, but we do have the Holosun PID light. So, I mean, I'm not going to use it in the daytime, but I do have it on there. But yeah, let this cool down. 20 rounds still gets it really hot. Like I can't even touch it without burning myself. But yeah, the big takeaway from the AnechoX and the Jaguar here, there's no gas blowback, which is really nice. And I'll have to review the footage. You guys can let me know down in the comments which one was louder. Really can't tell with the headphones on. I'll review the footage when I'm editing it later. But yeah, really loving this thing. It's not as light as the titanium suppressor, but this thing's going to be able to handle a lot more abuse. So they say the anechoic suppressor, you really don't want to get it over 800 degrees because that's when the titanium starts to degrade. With the Inconel 718, I mean, this thing can take like pretty much all the abuse you can throw at it. Obviously, I don't have a full auto. I'm not going to be able to run this thing full auto, but I can shoot the hell out of it. We're not really, it's getting late, so I mean, I'm not going to sit here and dump 100 rounds through it or anything like that this episode. Definitely when we go back out to the trench, I'll let this thing have it, and we'll see exactly how much abuse it can take, which I'm sure it's going to be more than anything I'm going to be able to throw at it. So let me know what you guys think about the Jaguar silencers. Big thank you for them sending this out. YouTube, I'm not recommending anybody buy anything, but if you guys are interested, the name's right there. I'm not telling you to go anywhere to buy it, but if you guys are interested, you know the name. So, I mean, do with that what you will. But let's let this thing cool down. We'll get the Omega 300 on here. I got 10 rounds left of the Atlanta Arms 5.56. We'll go through that, and then we'll be done because it's getting late. I got to go film the podcast here in about a couple hours, so I'm going to have to get home pretty soon. All right, guys, last up for the suppressor comparison test, we have the Omega 300, the tried and true. As you can see, this thing has had quite the amount of abuse, all the discoloration. But 10 rounds left of the Atlanta Arms. I do have more with me, but it's getting late, and this will be good enough for a sound comparison and gas blowback comparison. So this one is not a flow through, so it theoretically should have more gas blowback, but we'll see. And that's it. So I did get a little bit of gas in my eye. It wasn't too bad though. I mean, the charging handle and the adjustable gas block really helps with the gas mitigation anyway, but yeah, that's going to do it for this video. We tested all the suppressors on the Green Goblin build. Obviously, the flow-through cans don't have any gas blowback at all. This one had a little bit. I'll have to review the footage and see which one was more quiet. I have a feeling it'd be this one since it is a solid end cap. AnechoX is going to send out a solid end cap, so we'll get to do some more sound comparison tests with that. If you guys like the video, like the video. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, man, well, damn. Subscribe to the channel and check out the podcast.